Hey, what's going on, Infinity Collectors? Robert Wackner here from CoinOpTV. We got some big Disney Infinity 3.0 news at the D23 Expo. Alright guys, so I have my list in front of me. I want to go down some of the bullet points from the Disney Infinity 3.0 panel at D23. Now we had John Vignocchi, JV, and John Blackburn came out. They introduced that they were going to talk about some Disney Infinity 3, some reveals, some exciting things. The first thing they kind of showed was this sizzle reel montage video clip to the audience that actually featured me, Rob from CoinOpTV, in part of these scenes there, and that was pretty awesome. Let's take a quick look.
They get to be their own narrator of whatever story they decide to create.
And I get to be part of the world. Ooh.
Okay, so the big thing was 4 new character reveals. We knew that they were going to reveal 3 characters, so having 4 character reveals was a little tiny bit of a surprise. Now, one of the characters is a character that was voted in by the toy box artists that were in town for the summit going on a few days before D23. So they announced Peter Pan would be a character that's called the Player's Selection character that's voted in by the toy box artists. I kind of joked around with some of them when I was at the summit about how they're going to arm wrestle or sumo wrestle or try and figure out which figure they wanted to bring back. So now we have Tinkerbell already, so now we have Peter Pan as a figure. No concept art. Jeff Bunker, now it's time to get to work and come up with a cool Peter Pan sculpt. So Disney has a few animated films coming out, and the next character revealed was Spot from the Good Dinosaur, which is coming out November 2015. That's a Disney Pixar movie. Don't really know much about the Good Dinosaur, but you know, I guess it's kind of a safe bet that Disney movies and Pixar movies are usually pretty high quality and pretty awesome, so it'll be kind of fun to have Spot as you know, a character in Disney Infinity 3.0. All I know is apparently he's a humanoid, but he sort of acts kind of like an animal. That's kind of all I know so far. Now, next up we had Wilde and Judy Hopps from the upcoming Disney's Zootopia film that's coming out March 2016. I know very, very little about this film. Don't really know anything about Wilde and Judy Hopps. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below what your hype level is for that. But the cool thing is you know, with the previous games, we had like Anna and Elsa come out, and then Frozen came out. We all love Frozen, and then Baymax and Hero came out. We all love Big Hero 6. So you know, something's going on here. The masterminds are at work. Would have liked to see Gravity Falls, Darkwing Duck, or something like that announced, but you know, Disney Infinity is looking for the future a little more with some of these figures announced at the D23 Expo. Alright, speaking of announcements, we now know the Marvel playset. It is called Marvel Battlegrounds, and the big deal is it's going to feature for the first time 4-player couch co-op. So if you guys live near me in LA and you want to come over and play some Marvel Battlegrounds playset, bring over your controllers. I only have 2 controllers for PlayStation 4 right now, but that's exciting. Now we also know that Ultron and Hulkbuster are announced figures. Battlegrounds is kind of a generic name. It doesn't really tie into anything we're sort of familiar with so far. My hope is that all the Marvel characters from 2.0 will carry over and be compatible with Marvel Battlegrounds. They didn't say this at the press conference. It's possible maybe they've said this in an interview or something like that. I don't know, but that's my hope. My prayer is that, you know, Spider-Man and Thor and Hulkbuster and everybody can fight together in Marvel Battlegrounds playset. So another big announcement was they announced the Ultimate Unlock, which is kind of strange because usually that's kind of a little bit of a surprise. Once you get all the figures, characters, and you put them on the Infinity base, it'll unlock this little special thing that you can kind of get. In the first 2 games, it was a lightsaber and then a land speeder. Now for Disney Infinity 3.0, we'll get Sora's Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts 3, so that'll be pretty exciting. A lot of Kingdom Hearts hype coming up for the Kingdom Hearts 3 video game. They also announced, speaking of Kingdom Hearts, they also announced that everybody in the audience would get a Kingdom Hearts Power Disc skin changer right here. The Kingdom Hearts Mickey Costume Power Disc, which unlocks a one-of-a-kind King Mickey costume, and so they gave that out, and then they also gave away this Mickey figure, who is exactly the same as the Mickey Mouse figure that's going to be in the stores, but this is the big cash prize right here that's going on eBay. Well, not mine's not going on eBay, but chances are you're going to see some of these on eBay, and I know a lot of you guys have been leaving some comments on Instagram and Twitter saying that you're pissed off, you're mad that how dare Disney Infinity make Power Disc exclusive. to everybody at D23. Well, that's what happens. It's an event. If you fly in there, you get some treats, you get some goodies. I can't explain or justify the reasoning for all these things, but if you're the biggest fan of the world, you'll find a way to get that. If you don't need to have every power disc possible, fine, the game's gonna be fun and great regardless, and it's just a costume disc change. If it was a figure that was exclusive to an event, I could see rage, happening, going, nah, I need to have those figures, but it's just a skin changer, bro. So as people were running to the door and elbowing and pushing their way to get outside to get their free power disc, there was still some of the D23 panel going on. JB and the gang brought out surprise mystery guests, a couple of actors from Star Wars The Force Awakens, of course coming out this holiday 2015. Very excited to have a new Star Wars movie. So John and Daisy, they came out and showed off their characters for Finn and Rey. This is two characters in The Force Awakens. This is the first time we got to see them in public, announced. They came up on stage and joked around about having some figures and some toys and being in the game, and I was in the back row, way in the back with my little iPhone videotaping, so here's a quick clip of that.
This is crazy. I have an actual action figure. I'm on Disney 3.0. I'm so honored. This is amazing. My toy box on 2.0 isn't as good. I'm still working on it. But I'm so honored to be a part of this, and it was a great experience voicing Finn.
Thanks, man. So Daisy, what about you? What's it like for you to be a part of a video game and seeing your figure come to life as a toy and in the game?
Well, I'm not what you'd call a classic gamer, but I just played backstage, and even I knew it was not that technological. I was like, oh my god, I can do it, and she runs and she fights and stuff. So it's really cool.
It was awesome.
So there it is, just to recap. Technically we got 6 figure announcements. We got Peter Pan, Spot, Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps, and then of course Finn and Rey from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Disney Infinity 3.0 comes out August 30th, 2015 in the US, a couple of days early in other markets on multiple platforms. I've got tons and tons of gameplay, unboxing videos of some of the toys. I'll do a little gameplay of the Power Disc Skin Changer when I can. Everything else I can get my hands on and play. I think the most challenging thing right now is probably going to get 4 of my friends to come over and get some gameplay of the Marvel Battlegrounds playset, but I don't think that comes out till, I think that comes out in a little bit, so I have some time to make some friends before that comes out. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my little recap for CoinOpTV. We'll see you Infinity Collectors next time.